What are 3 disappointments to prepare for when remodeling a kitchen? Some really common ones that I've experienced with the thousands of projects that I've worked for relate to time, money, and communication. Okay. So when I say disappointments, I would say if you don't prepare for the worst, you will be disappointed. And if you prepare for the worst, you probably will still have some disappointments. Remodeling a kitchen is a big project and it takes a lot of planning and preparation and mental, right? It's a mental game. So, number one, let's talk about money, since money seems to be an important topic oftentimes when you're planning on a kitchen remodel. So I have other videos, by the way. I'll try to put a link and remember it or in the description for you to go to about how much a kitchen remodel should cost. But no matter what budget you determine for your kitchen remodel, here's something to expect when it comes to the money situation. I recommend to my clients to always put aside 3 to 5% of the total budget for contingency, right? Just unexpected things that happen. This is after you've planned for the designer's fees that you're paying. This is after you paid for all the permits and the contractors, right? Once you've considered all the costs that are related to that remodel, whatever it is that you need to have done, then make sure that you have a contingency in there of 3 to 5%. 5% safer, 3% if you feel very, very confident. Maybe you've worked with the company before or you yourself have done the remodel before, then 3% might be sufficient. So if it's a $75,000 kitchen remodel, right, then you're looking at about, let's see, 3% would be $2,200, I believe, if I got my numbers right. 5% would be like $3,500, $3,600 that I put aside just for unexpected things, okay? So that's the money side. Don't tell the contractor that. Don't tell anybody else that. Just put it aside, okay? And you'll be safe, or just like savings. All right. Second thing is time frame or lead time. So most contractors are very optimistic in getting work done. You probably already know this. Maybe if you're watching the video, it's probably because you're not sure. You've not experienced this before. If you have experienced it, you're probably chuckling a little bit because of how real this is, right? But if you haven't experienced that, you are going to experience it, and it's going to take longer. So if a contractor tells you expect 3 months, I would plan on for the whole, everybody in the home, I'd plan on it being about 4 months. I'd add at least 25% to, well, in that case, that would have been 33%, but add a quarter to as much as 50% more in the time frame. Now, what's funny is if you get multiple quotes and get multiple consultations from contractors, you're going to hear different time frames from each of them. Be careful with the one that promises really, really fast, of course, and the one that's really, really long, be cautious about. Maybe they're very pessimistic, I don't know. But somewhere in the middle is probably something more practical or realistic. But I would probably push on the slightly longer side than the average, of what, say 3 contractors propose will happen, okay? And then the last experience is communication, right? So one of the challenges in construction is there's so many variables, especially in a kitchen or bath remodel. There's so many variables of things that can happen. Just when we're talking about product, we're talking about color, talking about the conditions on the job site and circumstances there. When it comes to the difference between the design and the real application in the project, though that's improving with AI and measuring tools that are helping that. But just make sure that you have that. Now, I went as rudimentary at one time as having a notebook on the job site that you'd write shorthand notes to each other, the owner to the builder, the owner, in the morning before they go to work, and the builder, notes for when the owner gets home. So you don't have to text and call and email each other after hours, for miscommunications. You could probably use some sort of online platform for that nowadays, which is much easier. I would just avoid the regular interruptions for everybody's day in the evening when you want to come home and rest from work or rest from work as the homeowner or as the contractor. Unless it's urgent, unless it's feels like an emergency, I would keep most communications happening, kind of expected to be happening during the work hours, so to say, of the project. That respects everybody's time. But communication's an absolute. If you're not sure, communicate anyway, right? That's what I've taught my teams as I've trained designers in this space. So I hope that this helps you with planning for your kitchen remodel. There will be disappointments, but if you prepare for the worst, I promise you'll have a better experience. If you like what I'm providing, if you feel like this content is helpful, you know what to do about the channel and so forth. And please ask any questions. I will respond to the comments or questions below. Thanks, y'all.